hers is a press button,
Yeah,
people, so
mine
she
doesn't
can't
have
do
that.
it.
That's interesting.
Clever, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was my office, Cedar Community Disability Alliance Hunter. If you're interested, come and hang out. We're open every day of the week, except public holidays and weekends. There's always something going on in there. Always, as you see, there's always people yarning and kicking back and doing things. We did it working on the podcast today. Cedar's got a podcast coming out, so that's going to be real cool. Talking about disability and inclusion and how we manage to live our lives as best as we can and fulfill our lives to the fullest. Because you know what? People say to me, oh, poor you, you're in a wheelchair. You know what I say back to them? Fuck that. I might be in a wheelchair, but it's no poor me. Like, the stroke, because I had a stroke now, I'm telling you. Sorry, I had a stroke, guys, at 39. It changed my world. Like, I never once really took much notice of people with disabilities. No offence to people with disabilities at all. But I just went about my life, dealing me, just working, living life, being a mum, and following my kid around and doing everything that you do with mums and kids and husbands and wives and work. And until I became disabled at 39 when I had a stroke, I never really knew how fucked up it is, people. Because it's fucked up. Like, when you're in a wheelchair, not everything's accessible. A lot of things aren't accessible. And that's fucking ridiculous. Even when it comes to footpaths, Like, here in Newcastle, we have some pretty crappy footpaths. They're trying to go, better, but sometimes it's a bit dodge. But even where I live at Jules, near Bennett's Green, I have to go down. I'll show you one day. I'll take you for a run. I've actually got to go down the bloody side of the highway. I've got to drive on the road to get to the shops. So yeah, accessibility, until you're fucked up and I say fucked up, but I'm not fucked up, I'm happy. But until you have a disability, I'll say it nicely, until you have a disability, you don't get it, hey? And now, like, since acquiring my disability, and now I hang out with people with disabilities constantly, and I love it, like, because everyone that has a disability is different. No two disabilities are ever going to be the same. And I'm learning so much from people, even the non-verbal people that I hang out with. I love it. I learn so much from them. We have fun. They talk. They don't need a voice to talk. They talk. Eye interaction, smiles, giving you the time of day. It's not hard. But, at Cedar, we've got so many awesome people in there with different disabilities, that I've learnt and been been along for their ride pretty much, because I'm a trained peer mentor, so I trained as a peer mentor through Cedar, about 6 years ago. And through being a peer mentor, I've been able to engage with peers and mentor them along their journey to finding their goals, to living their best life, to having fun in life and doing what we do. But I've got some great friends that when I first met them, mentoring them, they wouldn't even look in the eye. They wouldn't look in the eye. They wouldn't, head down, really shy. You can tell that they've struggled in life. And yet, after about, 6 months of hanging around with him, we did a lot of training with them, a lot of just little tools that people need sometimes. And now, like, one of my friends, she's amazing. You'll get to meet her one day because I introduced you. When I first met her, she was very shy. I mentored her. Now she's on the board at Community Disability Alliance Hunter, Cedar for short. She lives in her own house. She used to live in a group home. She lives by herself in her own house now. She's loving life. She just applied for a job the other day. Fingers crossed. I think she's got it. So go, baby. I got your back, sister. And, through this acquiring this disability, I've gained the most ability I've ever had in my life. I now see things on a totally different level. and it's a blessing. I find it a blessing because it's shown me a different lifestyle that I was never aware of. And it's amazing. Like the deaf blind crew, we've got a deaf blind crew at Cedar, and the way that they do hand over hand signing, which is they touch hands because they can't see, they can't hear. So someone's physically, I've only got one hand I can use. Someone's physically got a hand over hand sign, and to me that's fucking amazing. Like how awesome is that? And you know what? If I wasn't like this, a person with a disability, and hanging out with them, I would never have learnt that, and I would never have been able to see how fucking awesome they are and how they live their best life. So there's a lot of things that in life at the moment, you know, the human connection, you know, in life is a big thing for me. Human rights is a big thing for me. So raising awareness, being an advocate, just everything that makes life better for others is where I'm at. So that's my passion now. I have a passion to see others grow. I have a passion and a blessing on the way to be able to follow them and watch their journey. I love it. I love every bit of it. I love hanging out at Cedar. Cedar's changed my world. I've been there nearly 10 years now. When I first went there, it was like I met him at a forum, sat at the table, had a yarn to him, thought I'd pop my head in one day, went and popped my head in, and fell in love with the place. So, you know, if you're in Newcastle, like Corrie, Hannah, and you're looking for somewhere to hang out where we get you, we got the I get you factor, and you're happy, and you're welcome to be yourself. Like, I say fuck a lot, and I swear a lot. That's me. So people accept me, and that's important. So, you know, we get you no matter who you are, no matter how you rock it. Come in and say g'day one day. I'd love to meet some more faces. Recently we did the Paralympics, which was last Tuesday night. So we had a Paralympic watch party. So it was a heap of Cedar crews, people with disabilities, and we went to the local tavern near work there, the Foghorn Brewery it's called, and we had the big screen up, and the council helped out by putting food on for us, and thank you to the council of Newcastle. And we had an awesome night watching the Olympics and meeting new people. I met so many new people there that night. You know, it was amazing, and I'm glad they came along, and it was such a success. I'm just pumped about Cedar. I'm pumped about my life, pumped about sharing my life, pumped about trying to change lives for others. I've got a lot of passion that I haven't let loose yet, which you might see soon, because there's a lot of things on my mind that just don't sit well in my heart, around people's quality of life and choice and control around the NDIS. So that's really close to my heart. You know, the NDIS was given and created to give us choice and control, and it's failing a lot of people in group homes. So we need to change that. So one voice at a time. I'm the first one to speak up and say, hey, it's not right. You're missing. They're not got choice and control. They don't have what they need. Their needs aren't met. Sure, the medical model's fantastic. In the houses, the medical model's fantastic. They look after them well, they medicate them, they make sure they're clean and showered. But the personal side of things is lost. You know, the personal connection. They don't have time for that because there's not enough staff ratio on the house per people. There's usually 5 in a group home to 2 staff, and they just don't have the time. They're doing what they're supposed to do. They're keeping them alive and keeping them healthy, looked after. But the NDIS is failing people because that human connection is lost. So the NDIS really needs to pull their head into gear and think about these people in group homes that have no choice and control, no quality of life, no avenue to vent at anybody, No one listening. Well, we need to start listening, guys. I hear them. I see them. I love them. I need to help them. So somehow I'm going to try and get the NDIS to be aware that they're failing, that their choice and control and their their what they were created for isn't working with everybody. It's failing certain people. They need to be aware of it. So I'm starting that. So all you guys here watching, if you know someone in a group home, go visit them, guys. If everyone in the world had one disabled friend, the world would be a much better place. Just make one disabled friend. Get to know someone that's disabled. Don't run away from them. Go up and talk to them. Say g'day. You know what? I'm in a wheelchair and I know what it's like to be different. Because when I'm out in my wheelchair, people don't want to talk to me. They don't want to know me. They look at me and they look, oh shit, something's wrong with her. But you know what? I put my dogs on me. I've got 2 dogs, a Dachshund and a Maltese. I have my dogs on my knees and my feet. Well, everyone comes up to me. Oh, your dogs are amazing. How are you? And all this shit. Changes people's mindset. They don't see the disability. They only see the dogs and me. It's fucking amazing. It's a different world. And, if everyone had one disabled friend, the world would be a much better place. Okay, I'm going to stop raving on now. I think it's 11 minutes of rave on. I'll shut up. No, I'm not raving on. I'm just being passionate. I'll shut up. I'm going home. Jules has taken me home. I'll talk to you when I get home. Alright, bye guys.